Alrighty then. Hello there, you expert gamers, you. For those of you who don't already know, my name is Ryan, otherwise known as NXGN Beast Mode, and today I'm going to be bringing you some Drop Zone on Underground. Now, yes, I'm a little bit different about my video. It looks a little bit different, yeah, maybe a little bit, kind of so-so. Well, in trying to get my own really unique style in YouTube as a commentator, I really wanted to make my videos look different so that when you came to my channel, you'd know, hey, this is an official NXGN Beast Mode video. Now, today I kind of want to talk about the history of me as a gamer, like how I got to where I am today. It all started one day when I was just a wee little lad, and my dad took me to Toys R Us, and he got me a Game Boy Color. I remember this very specifically. It was purple, and it came with Pokemon. Look at this fail, it was stupid. And it came with Pokemon Yellow version. And I remember that was my very first video game I ever played of all time. And I would play that like all the time. You know, it's just, I loved it. And you know, I really think that my dad kind of got me started in video games, because he also got me my Nintendo 64 and my PS2. So, a little bit of backstory. My parents were divorced when I was 3, so I go to my dad's house every other weekend, and I just stay there. So I remember I would always be so excited because that's where I could play games, is at my dad's house, and I was like, yes, I'm so excited, I get to play SSX and Tony Hawk and Super Mario 64. That was my life. It was all about that. And I mean, you know, ever since then I was hooked on video games. I mean, I have all the handheld. I still have a 3DS. I still play Pokemon, Mario, and stuff like that. Actually, I have my Game Boy that my dad gave me. It was his original one, and it came with Super Mario. And to this day, I have not beaten that game. And someday I'm gonna beat it, and it's gonna be like the greatest moment of my life. But you know, so I was hooked. I had GameCube, I had PS2, I had N64. I had all the systems. And you know, a few years later, the PS3 came out, and I was actually kind of late on that. You know, my parents didn't really want to get me the PS3 at first. They're like, oh, Ryan, isn't it like the same as the PS2? It's just like a 3 at the end. You know, I'm like, no, it's completely different. I could play with my friends online. There's all the cool new games. And I mean, it took a lot of convincing. And one Christmas, I finally got it, and I remember I got Call of Duty World at War, and that was pretty much my very first shooter game, and I loved it. I played it with all my friends, I played online, I played zombies, played the campaign. I loved everything about that game. But it wasn't until Modern Warfare 2 that I kind of realized that there was more to Call of Duty than just playing the game. Like, for instance, my friend taught me about quickscoping, and which of course actually was really weird for me, because I was that kid that actually, like, you know, sniped long distance with the sniper rifle. But he taught me about quickscoping, and I got really into it. And you know, I went and I looked online, and I found out that there's this entire community just devoted to quickscoping. And then, you know, I kept looking, and I found out there's this entire community devoted to zombies, and there's just all these communities within Call of Duty that I had never even heard about. Look at this fail really quick. I really thought I found my niche, and then I just got owned by my own care package. But I mean, when Black Ops came out, I started learning about like competitive gaming. You know, I learned about MLG and game battles, and I was actually part of a game battles clan for a little while. I mean, we weren't like really popular for like winning a bunch of game battles. We more did like just pub stomping and stuff like that. And I really think that's kind of how I got better at Call of Duty. You know, they really taught me, I think actually, how I always play the objective. I think they really taught me that, because when you play with competitive gamers, they're not just those kids that go and try to get a lot of kills. They're those people that actually want to win, and that's their only goal, and that's my only goal. And so I really think I learned from them. And I mean, I was noticing that after playing with them, when I played on my own, I was usually at the top of the leaderboards every game. I was starting to think to myself, like, hey, I might actually be kind of good at this. I mean, maybe I could do something like with this talent I seem to have with Call of Duty. And you know, as every good Call of Duty player does, they watch commentators on YouTube. I mean, I watched like X-Jaws, Only Use Me Blade, T-Martin, White Boy, all of Machinima, but I think my favorite commentator of all time was Woody's Gamertag. I don't know, there's just something about it. He played the objective like me. I like that he wasn't like a kid, he was actually an adult that was playing video games, and that was a totally different concept for me. But I mean, just, I really enjoyed watching all of his videos. And you know, one day I kind of started to think like, Brian, you're kind of stupid. You're a video editor. That's like your job, pretty much, in real life. And you play video games enough that you're actually getting to be pretty good. Why aren't you putting this together? Why don't you do commentating on YouTube? And I was like, maybe that's something I could do. You know, after seeing people like Woody's Gamertag, you know, go professional on YouTube, I was like, you know what, maybe I might actually be able to do this. But my problem was that, like, an HD PVR was just so expensive. I couldn't afford to get something like that to record my gameplays. But you know, now that I'm in college and I have a PC, I mean, I was like, I'm really bad. I had Call of Duty 4 on my PC. I was like, I'm really bad at this, and I don't really know if I'd be able to still record gameplays if I suck. I really thought that grenade was gonna kill me. I'm so glad that I had Flash Shield on. But, you know, I looked online. I found out that Fraps was only like $40. You know what? Just go for it. So I bought Fraps, I bought MW3, and I just started recording, and that's kind of where I am now. I mean, I'm just recording my semi-average games, which, really quickly, I'd like to point out with this gameplay, I went positive. This is one of my first games that I went positive in, and I was very, very proud. I think I actually went like 25 and 19, and that was a big thing for me. I was very happy about that. But I mean, I just started recording and making commentaries, and I mean, so far they're getting good, you know, like, feedback. So I really think I'm gonna keep doing this. Maybe I'll get semi-big someday. You never know. Now, my question for you is, what's like your favorite video game, or how did you get started? Or, you know, just anything along that train of thought, and just leave it in the comments below. I'd really like to hear how all of you guys play video games. Alrighty then, well, thank you again so much for watching this video. If you could just take 2 seconds to like or favorite, like if you really enjoyed this video, that would really mean a lot to me. Also remember to follow me on Twitter and Facebook, links will be in the description, and subscribe by clicking the icon on the top right if you want to see more videos like this one. Until next time, have a wonderful day.